Hey there, my friend. Time for your exercise of the week. And this week we're looking at the lateral burpee. This is an exercise that kind of builds upon a burpee or a squat thrust, depending on how you want to call it. Actually, this is technically not a burpee as I like to define it, which would include a push-up, but I don't know, the name seems to work, so we've been calling it that. But anyway, this adds to what a regular burpee or squat thrust does by jumping out to the side and getting your abs involved, your core involved in a little bit different way. By shifting the focus away from the middle section of your abs or your rectus abdominis muscles and focusing them, if you do it right, on the lateral part of your abs or your oblique muscles, your internal and external especially. So here are here's a couple of screenshots. I'll show you the motion in the video here in a second, but of the sequence of how this exercise goes. So what you're trying to do is jump your feet out to the side and get your body fully extended in kind of a plank-like position, nice and straight. And what that's going to do is cause your obliques to have to really support your body weight in that extended out to the side position. And then, of course, like a regular burpee or squat thrust of any kind, you're going to quickly do that and then jump back forward again and jump up. So there's a lot of cardiovascular and leg work that's being done here as well. In addition to shoulder and arm work in the as you reach your hands down and support your weight with your hands as well. So let's take a look at it real quick. Here it is in real time. Okay, so reach down, jump out to the side, and really extend yourself. You want to jump out to the point where, again, you're in a straight plank position. Just like a regular burpee or squat thrust, each foot contact position that you land in, you don't want to spend hardly any time there. It's just a quick bounce and then back to the next position. So again, step out, jump out to the side. Feel your abs kind of fully extend, getting into that plank position, because if you don't really get to that point, if your butt's kind of sticking up in the air, you're really not going to get the full core benefit out of this exercise. So make sure you get that full position. Might be good to do this a few times slow first, just to kind of see what I mean about that. Anyway, so moving on. Get to that position, jump forward, and then jump up. You want to jump forward as quickly and as thoroughly as you can, getting your feet as close to your hands as possible, because you want those feet and thus legs underneath you so that you can do a nice efficient jump straight up as quickly as possible. If you don't get those feet up there, then it's going to be hard to get to that position and it'll slow you down. And this is an exercise that's meant to be kind of power and intensity, aggressiveness, if you will, oriented to get the most amount of calories burnt and just really get after it and get intense with it, okay? So as I'm watching myself here do it, I would recommend, if you can, getting out to the side even farther on the jump to go ahead and do that. One thing, though, that is kind of a limiting factor is you don't really want to be twisting and turning your shoulders to be able to achieve a more laterally oriented jump. Just keep your hands and your shoulders square as you would in a push-up or a regular burpee, and then however far out to the side you can get your legs to jump, then that's great. That's what you want. Okay, so don't forget about the jump part. The jump part is really where you're going to get your leg benefit in the squatting motion, powering yourself up into a jump. And that can be really hard to remember sometimes. I see that a lot with people who are performing burpees because they're so concerned about the rest of the technical parts of the exercise, jumping back and then jumping forward, that they forget to jump as powerfully as possible. So please remember to do that as well. Okay guys, so there it is, the lateral burpee. Give it a try, get after it. This is one of those exercises you want to really attack, and once you've got the form down and practice it a little bit, just go for it and don't hold back. Get as intense as you can and be explosive in all the different aspects of the movement. So if you have any questions, let me know. On the Facebook page, you can contact me directly. Please subscribe to the newsletter. You can actually get to my email directly through there as well, or it's also on my website. And I'll look forward to seeing you guys next week for another exercise of the week where we get after it. Okay, take care. Aloha.